What if Catherine the Great managed to defeat the Ottomans and restore Byzantium? Ave, my name is Aurelian, and today I will try to answer you this question. When we move to historical part, Russian Empress Catherine the Great was crowned in year 1762, but only 6 years later, new conflict arose. The First Russo-Ottoman War. The Russians were not ready on this war, but they managed to defeat the Ottomans and capture Crimean Khanate, which then became their puppet. Russia then attended First Division of Poland, and Catherine the Great had to take care about the Cossack uprising. Then, in year 1783, Russia annexed Crimea, and Duke of New Territory became Grigory Potemkin. A little cultural interlude. In Czech, we have a term Potemkin's village, which means that something looks better on the outside than on the inside. This term comes from this time. In year 1787, the Second Russo-Ottoman War began. Russia allied itself in this war with Austrian Emperor Joseph II, but Austrian army totally failed in the biggest friendly fire event in history. And after their failures, they signed a separate peace treaty with the Ottomans in year 1791. The Russians were a lot more successful than the Austrians, and after several victories against the Ottomans, Catherine got the idea to liberate the entirety of Balkans and to restore Byzantine Empire with her grandson as emperor. She also named her grandson Constantine, because it is said that Constantine found the city, Constantine lost the city, and that Constantine retakes the city. You can give a like to this video and subscribe to this channel to see more videos like this one. But what if Austria fought the Ottomans instead of itself? If the Austrians and the Russians coordinated more, and the Austrians don't fight themselves, they would be able to liberate all of the Balkan Peninsula. But other countries might have problems with the Russian conquest of Balkans, mainly Britain and Prussia. But if Russia manages to keep balance of power, maybe by giving Serbia to Austria and not puppeting Romania and Bulgaria, we may see the balance of power saved. It would also be saved by the beginning French Revolution, where would Europe find bigger problems. The Ottomans would be saved, but they would be only in Asia, with their capital moving to Ankara, and they would be under protection of British. But now comes French Revolution. The revolution would go as the same as in our reality. Napoleon's invasion of Egypt would end sooner, but he would still make it his success. Napoleon would get to power around the year 1800, but from this, events would unfold differently. I can see alliance with Napoleon's France and Russia, because Russia would have wanted direct control over Balkans, and they would have wanted to expand Byzantium into Ottomans and expand into Caucasus as well. France and Russia would then divide Europe between themselves, with borders being Austria and Prussia, with Russia keeping Balkan Peninsula. The alliance would be against the Britain. France would invade Egypt once more, gaining Egypt and Levant as a colony, and the rest of Ottomans being divided between Byzantium and Russia. This all would happen around year 1830 and 1840. I think that after that we may see some kind of a Cold War between France and Russia, with the British doing their own thing. This state of things may continue to the 20th century. At this time, nationalism would kick in. We may see many rebellions, for example Germans in France and Poles and Ukrainians in Russia. This may divide the two blocks, or they might even collapse. This would make the 20th century the century of war, where would almost every nation in Europe fight someone for territory or for the people. This all would stay to this day, where Europe would not be unified, like in our timeline, but it would be divided. and every country would have a massive army. This is all. I hope that you like this video, and I thank you for the massive expansion of my channel and for your support through the last videos. I will see you at the next video. Salvete.